Hi friends, I have been away and I'm sorry that this video is so long in coming. Things have been busy and crazy and you all know about life. I have been involved with my mom having an illness on top of a fall and some other issues with her care. And a lot of time has been spent going back and forth to her care facility and trying to take care of small details to make her more comfortable. The good news is she is much, much better, and we're at a good place, at least for now. I appreciate your good thoughts about her. Also, I am about to begin my packing and have already been planning for an amazing trip, which I will take in about 3 weeks to be with one of my daughters whose husband is in the military, and they are stationed half a world away, and their first baby is due in December. So I will be getting on a flight and then another flight and another flight to get to them, hopefully before this baby boy is born. I'm hoping to do one more video before I fly out of Texas, and that video is going to be close to my heart because it will be showing my Christmas stitching, or some of it, and I am hoping also to show some of my very favorite children's books for Christmas. You know that I love education and children and literature, so this will be so close to my heart to share Christmas beauty and beautiful children's books. I'll be sure to put the books at the end in case you're not into children's literature. So look for that in the next week or two maybe, and I'll be excited to share that with you. This is Tuesday morning, and I'm almost positive it's November 14th, and I have a few things to share, and I'll be excited to hear from you how you have been and what you've been stitching. So many people graciously commented on my blue Delph fiasco, and remember, this is Design Works. It is a Joan Elliott design. I am very happy to report that I started over on a piece of even weave that is 28 count, I believe, comparable to the 14 count Ada that was in the kit. And not tons of progress, but I'm thrilled with how this is going to look. If you can see, I've done the skeleton or the borders of all the designs except at the very top, and began work on the lovely windmill. I had hoped to have that windmill finished for you, but nope. In the middle is the lovely flower, which I hope shows you Joan Elliott's lovely details in her stitching designs. I think you can see how nice this fabric has been to work on. I'm not sure if my blues are coming through true to color, but trust me, they are lovely shades of blues. Oh goodness, it does look dark. But this has been oh so much more pleasant to work on. So finishing the windmill square will be my goal before I leave on my trip. And I'm not sure if this will go with me. I'm still trying to decide which projects to take on the plane. Now, we also talked together, oh, it is dark, sorry, about my Charles Wysocki piece. I was struggling with stitching with the white floss. You remember this lovely piece. It's a Dimensions kit, Peaceful Countryside. And I had finished most of the barn and was beginning on the church. And I will say again, your Flosstube love and comments helped me to begin the church and have some good progress, not only railroading, but also using Thread Heaven. So you can see the church is in process. Some windows finished, some more windows almost finished, but lots more white to do. It's looking much better. And I also put in some extra progress down the road, so to speak, from the barn, and maybe a little more detail around the barn from when you had seen it before. This piece may have to be packed away until after the holidays, but I know that I will come back to it. It is a delightful stitch, and I want this finished. I love it. Made a quick trip to a stitch shop about 30 minutes from where I live. Not my local needlework shop, but one in a nearby town, because I had a day off and needed to drive away from the house and not think about housework for a couple of hours. And I purchased what I needed to finish my Christmas angel. And I had shown you this one before. It is lavender and lace, a complementary pattern. And I hope it shows her beautiful colors and the metallics. But I purchased the petite treasure braid that is required to finish her off. So beautiful, the gold. And then look at these lovely packages of Mill Hill beads. I don't think I've bought any Mill Hill beads in this kind of packaging. I think I've just had the Mill Hill kits with the beads. But look how lovely these are. This red is 2063 and the gold is 557. But oh, how beautiful. So maybe we can get her finished before the holidays. If not, I'm ready to finish her. Now, there's a little stash other than the beads and the petite treasure braid. Just a tiny bit. But guys, I have looked at this on people's YouTube videos, especially Mackenzie from the Lovely Array had done this one. And because of my age and remembering these type of telephones, I had to get this phone case, Little House Needleworks. This will definitely go with me on my trip because it only requires 4 colors and a very small piece of fabric. So I hope you can see that. Such fun. So that will go with me. I think I will enjoy something small and have a finish. Whether I will make it a phone case or just a cute little wall ornament, I don't know, but it dates me, but I still love it. And it is called Hello Phone Case. That's the title of that one. Then a Lizzie Kate Christmas collection. And I'm thinking this might be fun to travel with as well, although more colors required. This one is number 188. 3 different designs. You've seen this, I'm sure. Joyeux Noël, the French greeting, then Noël, and Hark the Herald Angels Sing. We all know how much fun Lizzie Kate is to stitch. I was particularly drawn to this one because of the French and also because of the colors. Although I will use DMC conversion on this for sure. And to make it even more fun, as Lizzie Kate often does, some beautiful charms. I'm sorry, let's see if I can get those out of the package. 2 tiny little heart charms. Can you see? Maybe not. Some little beads and a tiny little button. Let me turn that around. There you can see the bigger heart. The tiny one, there's no way we can show that on the camera. Oh my goodness. I mean, it is teeny tiny, the little heart. So those will be so fun to stitch for the holidays and definitely make into small ornament pillows or maybe just flat folds. I'll need to try that. So, Lizzie Kate, Christmas. I have even gathered my flosses for the phone case. One is ecru. One is this interesting gray. That is DMC 648. And another darker gray, which is 646. And then, of course, black, 310. So not exciting colors, but such a fun design. It will be awesome. Because of my watching Kay's cross stitch, I became interested in her tension hoops and noticed that she used them on almost all of her projects. So I messaged her and she graciously let me know what they were called and why she liked them. And her main reason, I believe, for using these is they are very portable and extremely lightweight. So there's not the strain on your hands when you're holding them. So I went out and found this one. This is the 5-inch in diameter. I did have another viewer of Kay's comment that the 7-inch did not give her as good attention. You can get it in 7-inch as well as a little smaller 3-inch. But I have used nothing else since I got this. Amazing, and I've never paid attention to these before. So you take the metal part out. This is where the tension comes from. And let me just show you on my angel. You put the plastic piece behind. So I have the plastic on the back. This part you won't be able to see. And then you squeeze the metal tension piece, put it on top of your fabric, on top of that plastic piece, and you can feel it through the fabric, and then you push down, and there you go. Isn't that amazing? And I don't know why, but I have not found that it smushes my stitches like a hoop. Anyway, this has been maybe just something novel to give me something different, but I feel that I'm making good progress, and you can see how tight that tension is. It's like a drum. So if you've not tried these, they're very inexpensive. I got mine at Hobby Lobby. They do not have them at my Michael's. I'm sure Joann's would have them. But again, tension hoop. And this one is a 5-inch. And of course, I can't get it back in the plastic. We'll do that later. One other tool that a friend shared with me, and I need to order this before my trip. These were her mother's, and I am going to return those to her today because they're very sentimental to me and to her. But they are made in the United States. They are called Slip and Snip, and they are the fold-up scissors. I've had pairs of fold-up scissors before, but they didn't cut, and they did not open and close easily. These indeed are simple to use, very sturdy, and I'm assuming airplane friendly. The blades are not more than about 1.5 inches. But again, Slip and Snip folding scissors, and I found them on Amazon to order, so I hope to do that this week, to have that in my travel bag to use because I do plan to do lots of stitching. Very good. Now, I've never shown you a book or done a flip through of a book other than my Hygge that I shared with you. But I found my own Christmas present a week or two ago. We have a bookstore in Texas called Half Price Books, and it is, as it says, all things are at least half off. And I always go to the cross-stitch section and the clearance section to see if there are any cross-stitch books. This was not in clearance. It was in the normal half-price section. But, oh, people, there are so many designs in here. And I've not done a lot of full coverage, and these are full coverage designs. The artist's name is Jill Gordon, and this is her cross-stitch pictures. And I would just love to show you my favorites because I am blown away at the beauty of her designs. This is a hardback book. This artist is in And I should have checked a publication date. My library training went out the window for a moment. Okay, first published in 2001. It is published by David and Charles, if that is helpful to you. But the first design that I fell in love with is called the Cottage Garden. And you can see the little British cottage, all the flowers and the butterfly. She has finished this into a lovely pillow. But all the charts in the book are in color. And she gives you permission, of course, to copy them for your own use. She also gives a history of why she painted this and made it into cross stitch, which I love, reading her adventures in her home country. I have never been one to love peacocks, but because I love blue so much, and I know so many of you do love peacocks and love to stitch them, have you ever seen such rich, deep colors? And this one she made into a footstool. But is that not gorgeous? He looks real. So the peacock. This one may have to be the first one I do. Having had and lost our beautiful greyhound Louisa. This one is called the Formal Garden, and you see the two statues of the greyhounds, one on each side. Look at that fountain and the pond and the flowers and the garden wall. Of course, this is a lot of stitches, but again, made into a pillow or a cushion. There is also one of a tiger in a lily lake. Now, I would not be one to stitch an exotic animal, but look at this design. Her art is just elegant. And the lilies, those lily pads look like they're actually floating on that water. Another couple of wildlife patterns, and I just fell for those giraffes. Oh my goodness. But you see the giraffes and the zebras. And look at her choice of fabrics for those pillows. Actually, you know what? That I thought was fabric is actually stitching. You stitch that giraffe skin and that zebra skin. Lots of stitching, but how lovely. This one's going to come in close second as the first one that I decide to do. Look at the bunnies in the garden. I love bunnies. And those garden vegetables. Those greens, so many lovely colors of green. She actually charts these for anchor floss, but do you know in the very back she gives you a whole chart of anchor DMC conversion. If I can, oh yes, I'll show you that in just a moment. She's thought of everything. If you are into tropical landscapes, and of course I love the ocean and the beach. Look at this tropical one. Again, blues everywhere. This one is called Island Paradise. And there are others that I'm not even showing you all. Thinking of stitching jewels, when I show you this one, look at the beautiful fish. I am just in love with her work. So she also has a stag. She has several others that I have not shown you. But let me quickly give you her lovely, organized thread conversion chart. So everything you need to change her anchor to DMC is right here in the book for you. And she also gives very detailed instructions on finishing, making it up. So when I open this on Christmas, my husband is going to wrap it for me. I will be again surprised and will want to kit this up before the year of 2018 has gotten started very much. Lovely, lovely book. Thank you for letting me share that with you today. I was so excited to find it. I will close for today and thank you for your attention. I've gone long for me. I didn't mean to do that. But thank you again for your love and your comments and your support. And I hope to get more stitching done and less running back and forth, although I'm grateful that I have been able to do that, helping to care for my mom. And we'll see you again with the Christmas video before I leave the country. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Stitch and enjoy your time with your stitching. Talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.